Welcome to History in Flames, where battles are remembered. Empires rise and fall, the past comes alive in fire and ash. Subscribe and relive the stories that shape the world. World War II unleashed the deadliest conflict in human history, but also the most bizarre inventions. Some were brilliant, some were desperate, and some were so strange you'd think they came from a sci-fi movie. These are 10 of the craziest weapons ever developed during World War II, and they were all real: exploding rats. Britain's strangest secret weapon of World War II, the British Special Operations Executive, had a bizarre idea: sabotage German factories with dead rats. These weren't ordinary rats. They were stuffed with plastic explosives. The plan? Toss them near boiler rooms. When workers shoved them into furnaces, boom, the Germans found the first batch before they were used. But the idea alone terrified them so much, they launched a full investigation. Bat bombs. America's flying fire starters of World War II. The US created bat bombs. Real bats carrying mini incendiary bombs. The theory: release them over Japanese cities. The bats would roost in wooden buildings and ignite hundreds of fires at once. They actually tested it. One trial accidentally burned down a US airfield. Gustav gun. Nazi Germany's giant cannon. The Germans built the biggest gun ever, the Schwerer Gustav. It was so massive it needed 4,000 men to operate and took 45 minutes to reload. It could launch a 7-ton shell 30 miles. And yes, it was used in battle. Panjandrum, Britain's rolling rocket disaster. A giant wheel of death. That's what Britain tried to build. The Panjandrum was two 10-foot wheels loaded with rockets meant to roll into enemy defenses and explode. In testing, it spun wildly, veered off course, and nearly killed the observers. V-2 rocket. Hitler's supersonic vengeance. The V-2 rocket. Hitler's vengeance weapon. The first long-range ballistic missile in history. It struck London and Antwerp without warning, faster than the speed of sound. You never heard it coming. Just the explosion. Fugo balloon bombs. Japan's silent attack on America. Japan launched 9,000 balloon bombs across the Pacific. Paper balloons carried bombs to drift thousands of miles on wind currents. Some reached the US, one tragically killed a family on a picnic in Oregon. Goliath. Germany's remote-controlled tank bomb. Imagine a remote-controlled car filled with explosives. That's the Goliath. Germans used it to crawl under enemy tanks and fortifications, then detonate. It worked sometimes, but its cable controls were easily cut. Kugelpanzer, Germany's mysterious rolling tank captured by the Soviets. This mysterious metal sphere baffled historians. Nicknamed the Kugelpanzer or ball tank. It rolled on two wheels with a single operator inside. What was it for? Surveillance? Suicide missions? We still don't know. Project Habakkuk, the ice aircraft carrier. In a moment of pure wartime creativity, the Allies tried to build an aircraft carrier out of ice. Mixed with wood pulp, it was tough, bulletproof, and unsinkable. They built a prototype in a lake in Canada, but never finished the full version. Wind cannon. Nazi Germany's wind cannon. Germany tried to build a cannon that fired compressed air. The wind cannon was meant to knock Allied bombers out of the sky using shockwaves. It never worked, but it looked terrifying. World War II was more than just firepower. It was creativity, madness, and desperation, all in one. Some of these weapons failed, some terrified. But they all remind us how far humans will go in the fight to win. Which one shocked you most? Tell us in the comments, and subscribe for more history you didn't learn in school. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Share your thoughts below.